This weekend in Los Angeles is Freestyle Session, one of the longest running breakdance battles in the world. I want to go to a youth center called Homeland and meet up with POE ONE to check out a practice session before the battle. Let's check it out. Alright, so this weekend is Freestyle Session. Tell me a little bit about what that is and what I can expect going into that. This is my first time going to it. I don't know anything about what I'm going to get into.
Man, the only thing I'm going to say is try to go there, be there, and be present. You're going to see Russia, Ukraine, Japan, Korea, California, New York, Chicago, Italy, Spain, Mexico. The list goes on, Switzerland, Germany, Belgium, France. Right now, in this practice spot in Long Beach where we're at right now, everyone's just getting ready for Freestyle Session. And every year it gets like this. People come a week early and they go to all the practice spots and get ready for Freestyle Session. So Freestyle Session, you can say, is a social gathering of people that share the same interests, share the same love, and realize that the world is all one through this dance, you know what I'm saying? So that's basically what you're gonna see at Freestyle Session, and people going for the juggler, cutthroat. And what I mean by that is you're gonna see the best going at it and letting people know where they're from. In Spanish we say plantando bandera. You're gonna see cats coming, they're gonna wanna put their flag wherever they're at. And they're gonna let people know where they're from. You're gonna see a lot of intensity, a lot of creative moves, a lot of individuality, a lot of spirit, and you're not gonna realize that the true hip hop culture lived that strongly in one event. People spend their rent just to come to the event. They save their pennies that they got just to be able to partake. All they wanna do is break with the people that motivated them, the people they saw in the past videos, and they let it out. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're gonna see at Freestyle Session. You're gonna see a lot of heart and soul.
Tell me what the backbone of Freestyle Session is. What makes it so special?
It came at a time where there was very little events in the U.S., particularly the West Coast. It originated in San Diego, California in 1997. I've been going since the first one, all the way to now. So it brings together community, it brings together hip-hop heads. As of lately, it's really been bringing international talent to, spark something up that the U.S. needs. And sometimes when we travel overseas, we spark something up in them as well. So I think the good thing about it is that Southern California-wise, it's the longest running consistent event. So people look forward to that, and now there's qualifiers all over the world. So it really brings the hip hop community together as a whole, inside, outside the circle, and even behind the circles, because the after parties banging.
The jam's gonna be very interesting. Gonna 3-on-3s, where legends are born. You know what I'm saying? Me and my crew, we started from there. Now we get opportunities to travel all over the world for it.
What's the one thing that's gonna surprise me the most this weekend?
Talent. All the international people are already showing up. They have qualifiers all over the world this year. You have a lot of people coming, man. You're gonna see some beautiful, beautiful, extremely high-level dance moves. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
What do these guys have to go through to actually get to this final battle?
Some people are just coming on their own, and it's a free-for-all. Anybody can enter. But there's already some crews and some individuals that are already won in a preliminary of Freestyle Session somewhere around the world. You know what I mean? So they get flown out and they already got a spot in the top 16 or the top 32, okay? Then the people that show up at the event, us the judges, have to pick the other 16 or 18 or how many cross tell us to pick, because it all depends on how many qualifiers you had. So there's some people that are already in the slot, but they still got a battle afterwards, and then there's people that have to go from the bottom all the way up and work their way up to get into that slot.
And so the guys that are here right now, they're practicing to be in that battle, or these guys are just here because they come here every week? Or like, what's the deal with this?
Some come every week, and they come every week to practice, to battle, to get to whatever jam is coming up. So some of these people are going to be battling. Some people have grudges against other people, so they're practicing here, and they're not even gonna enter the competition, but they're gonna see the individual in the circles and go for the throat there, because it's more about honor and keeping the name, because maybe the guy was talking crap online or something, you know what I mean? So everybody to each his own. Everybody has their reason why they're here.
You've been coming here almost 20 years, right?
Yeah.
Tell me the history of this
Since
spot for you.
'96. I moved here in '96 to LA. I was living in Puerto Rico before that, and I came in December of 1994 back to California, and I went to San Jose, where I was originally born, you know. Then in 1996, I moved out here to LA, you know. And in 2008, I moved to Australia. But what's it like? Exactly what you see here. You see a lot of brothers getting down, responding to music. We're in Long Beach, California. And we're near Wilmington, we're near a lot of other places. You can consider it ghetto. If you go to the back streets over here, sometimes it can get wild, you know what I'm saying? And this community center has been giving a lot of kids an outlet to come, in Spanish we say desarrollar, develop their skills. And I've seen a lot of brothers grow up and eliminate the bad parts of their life and let everything out here, you know, and turn into some incredible good people. You understand what I mean? So that's why I think they call it homeland. Look at it.
Pretty crazy because all these dancers just want to have fun and just vibe out, and
Right.
like this takes you,
low key right now.
yeah, this takes you away from like your worries at home, man. And this is like what thing we like to do, and then to be able to train, and then to be able to travel and make a living off this without you even thinking twice of, oh, I'm making money off this. This is like super easy, you know what I'm saying?
What's the one move that everybody's gotta learn going to be a breakdancer?
First of all, in our world, we don't really use the terminology breakdance anymore because it's more of a commercial term.
Oh, okay.
It is breaking and it is dancing, but most of the b-boys, the original b-boys, they like to call themselves breakers because the B for boy stands for break, or Bronx, where it originated from, you know, but not everybody from the Bronx, so they also say break boy, Bronx boy, block boy, you know what I mean? One of my teachers, track 2, says beat boy, you know what I mean? So, but we all say breaking, you know?
So break, so you like, you're a breaker.
You break on the break.
On the break. All right, gotcha. All right,
break on the break. So one of the main elements that make this dance is footwork. You know, the stuff we do on the ground, the flows, the transitions. You know, the moves got head spins, windmills, 1990s, swipes, and all that. But a lot of those moves existed, like if you watch Shaolin movies and Kung Fu movies and stuff like that, they had similar moves already. If you look at certain shuffles that Russian Cossack dancing does, we also do those moves as well, and we call them Russian taps or Russian kick taps because they were a motivation. Sweeps, motivation from Kung Fu, you know, stuff like that. But I would say the combinations and transition of how it's done, today we kind of created, not us, but the pioneers of breaking, the first kids, and we continue that lineage. I would say to be a b-boy, you gotta know your history, show respect to your pioneers, know your top rocks, know your drops, know your go downs. The main thing for me is like the approach, the key. The key is the approach, the attack that you have when you get down. You know what I mean? I did say that footwork is kind of what makes this dance, but I also take into account if I would have been born with one leg or a problem with my knees, that my legs wouldn't bend, and I still would want to break, because I know kids that were born with a disability and they work around it, they're still b-boys to me. They're still breakers, even though they find their own way of doing footwork and stuff. So I don't discriminate and say, oh, well, you can't say they're not b-boys, you know what I mean? Because they are, you know? It's the heart and soul they put into that makes it that way, you know what I'm saying? But when you're judging a competition, categories come into play, you know what I mean? That's where your top rock comes in, your originality comes in, your foundation comes in, your execution.
And you are judging this weekend.
I'm judging this weekend, yeah. Okay. So I'm looking for, if it's a one-on-one, I'm looking for what I mentioned. If they're repeating, if they don't have a lot of vocabulary and they keep repeating, then it shows that they need more vocabulary to have more conversation and stuff. So it's like, You know, we look at execution, finesse, character, style, storytelling, energy. You know, if it's a crew battle, we're looking at crew participation, routines, how clean they are. You know, the same, everything else still applies. I watched the event grow to what it is today. I'm happy to say I've been a part of it as well. Big props to Cross One for organizing Freestyle Session and giving us an outlet to represent and show the world what California had, and it made the whole world want to come to California and battle, because it's one of the events that basically the best of the best go.
Mi nombre es Arte y soy de Barcelona, España. Represento a Freestyle Crew, Originary Stuntman de Originals. Y acabo de llegar de Europa, muy cansado, pero con muchas ganas de bailar. Así que me voy a preparar con el maestro Stuntman para este fin de semana a morir. Todas las tardes.
What's the story behind the one at
The one?
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
POE ONE, Cross One. Like, what is that?
Okay, one is like this. When you were born, you're born alone, you die alone. You understand what I mean? My name, the one, it stands for Originality Never Ends. Okay, so it's an acronym for something. So, yeah, each person has a one for a different reason. But like if there's another POE, for instance, that would be in the hip hop scene. Knowing my history, for them to carry that name out, it would be out of respect to add a 2 next to it, you know what I mean?
Right.
So it would be like POE 2. So the one is like when I was writing POE, there was no other POE in the hip hop world. There was POE Boy from the Executioners, but he wrote it like P.O., like POE, you know? I write it like Edgar Allan Poe, the poet, POE. So it's kind of like the one just represents that.
Right.
Ism, you already know what ism means. Mind state, baby. No train of thought.
All right, there it is. Cool. All right, Paul, thank you for all the information. I can't wait to see what we get into this weekend. This will be my first freestyle session.
He's a virgin. Enjoy it,
yeah,
yo.
Can't wait.
You're gonna enjoy it, brother.
All right, man. Yeah, buddy, appreciate it. Yeah.
What's up, man? This is Frankie Flave. I represent California and Style Elements. I'll see you at Freestyle Sessions. Peace.
And in case you guys don't know, my name is bboy Stuntman, aka Ricky Rockany. I represent Furious Styles, Crew Style Elements, Monster Squad. Originality stands alone movement. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. I'll see you guys at Freestyle Session. Peace!